an opinion that people would not share, like not at all. And I feel like Sheik is really good at just pushing Samus away with those shot up fair that Samus can't crouch cancel really.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of hard. The thing is also Sheik had a really good time at edge guarding Samus, but this is also true for Samus.
Yeah.
Also, even though if the needles are really strong, I feel like Samus can camp Sheik. She definitely can camp Sheik, but if she needs to use her missiles, that needs to be like a bit further. If she's too close, the needle will definitely get on her.
Yeah.
Because of the weird angle or even just the quickness of the needle somehow.
Yeah, definitely.
As you can see, ndroid always taking back the center because of that. With that angle needle and then the aerial.
But Daydee already made me think that he might be one of the best players on Earth because he got a grab with Samus, which is ridiculous, especially against Sheik. So I'm rooting for Daydee on this one because he convinced me right off the bat. Couldn't convert from the grab though. Both players at very high percentage. 1 minute played and no one has lost stock yet. I guess that's the nature of the matchup.
Yeah, the point is though, if she puts Samus in the air, Samus is really in a terrible spot. On the other end, Samus does not have that many good setup on Sheik, good control her when she's like in the air, but on the ground, Samus is really good. But one needle will be enough to annihilate a charge shot, a fully charged shot.
I almost forgot about that. I was just reminded of the fact that one needle is enough to blow up the entire 25%, so much knockback inducing charge shot of Samus that she has to charge in between stocks because it's too long of an animation. And one needle, one flick with a finger, one press on B is going to get rid of that. Oh, that's going to be a very interesting situation right here.
Yeah, good job by ndroid, which is why also the dance match is like,
whoa,
forcing the double jump.
Oh,
and boom.
There we go. Daydee still in the lead. Now he has, like when the first stock concluded, Daydee had 144% when he killed ndroid first. Now he extended his lead by 100%. Sick stuff. He gets a grab, but that was kind of an easy one. But still, Daydee is 2 and 2 for grabs now, I think, or 3 and 3 even.
Yeah.
Oh, tried to bait ndroid out of the shield.
Could have been good, and finally, I feel like in fact, he threw his shot when ndroid was like in his shield stop, like in his shield stun because of the missile, so he couldn't like reach him. Wonderful wave down air.
Yeah. Doesn't go for the sweet spot back air though. I think a little bit miscalculated spacing right there.
Oh!
Daydee again. Oh, he tried to go for the waveland from the platform missile again, but missed it twice. Poor guy.
Yeah, a bit sad, unfortunately. And that's just situation. Good read by ndroid and fully the trade that you don't want to have. Nice power shield on that missile. Ready for that landing. Oh!
Gets a smash missile to the face. That should be the stock. And Daydee still in the lead in the first game against ndroid. But we have seen a lot of turnaround sets so far. So I wouldn't be surprised if the ndroid adjusts to this and, takes it over Daydee.
Definitely.
The amount of like mid-game and mid-set adjustment we have seen in this block that we are commentating is actually insane if you think about it. There were so many turnarounds, dude.
I feel like ndroid is a bit shy on his edge guard. Oh, that was a hard read, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like ndroid is a bit shy on his edge guard. He can definitely like throw more needles or force at least Daydee to do something. But it's more like in a weight of Daydee taking the edge and on the recovery from the edge to the stage to punish him. Not really like trying to perform an edge guard situation.
Yeah, exactly. Oh! He tried to go for the grab, but ndroid answered with the needles. Again, ndroid and edge guard situation. Ooh, nice down air. Goes for the nair for the connection. Oh, and this Randy down smash, seemingly Randy down smash, kind of, I don't know, poking ndroid out of shield or something, and Daydee takes game 1 over ndroid.
Oh man, spot dodge down smash with Samus is really good. People tend to meme the spot dodge shine, but spot dodge down smash actually with Samus is crazy good.
Yeah. Especially because you, from the spot dodge, you have your control stick down, so you at low percent, you will crouch cancel anyway, you know.
Interesting choice. Against a Samus like Daydee, I can understand the choice of ndroid. But at some point, like you see, Daydee want to stick to ndroid. He want to get close to ndroid. So at some point, I'm not. Ooh,
wow.
I'm not really sure that the best choice for ndroid at stage, because Samus really want to get close to Sheik.
Yeah. I can see that, because Samus has such a difficult time closing distance because she is so limited to her ground movement, because in the air she has like terrible momentum. So androids, like, or Sheiks in general, I see them oftentimes trying to avoid, you know, being up close to Samus, because this is the way they can outplay them.
Exactly. But as Daydee is a really patient Samus, you never know. A small stage can be really useful, and I mean, it will definitely go probably on Dreamland. And my God, ndroid finally going for it, pushing Daydee off stage, like upward, reading those bomb jumps. I'm ready for that.
Daydee with the sticky walk down smash there, tricking ndroid into thinking that he has made a mistake, but he was ready for anything that ndroid could throw at him. Very, very solid choice to catch ndroid completely off guard and get rid of his stock. Oh, unfortunate stuff for Daydee there, but yeah.
Oh no, too bad, he lost his charge shot because of it.
Oh yeah, that sucks, true. Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay, nice. He's waiting a bit. That's the main point. Like, if Sheik keep that kind of distance, close enough but not too close, she definitely get the control out of Samus. It's really hard.
Yeah. So for our US audience, Daydee may be known to you as the Discid Boogie Slayer from B7, but it looks like he can hold his own with the very best in Europe at this point. And he's a very, very promising new Samus hope.
Oh la la.
Oh wow.
ndroid, like, Samus is such a weird matchup. Like, in any case, in any character that you play, you need to adapt a bit. And I feel like the first game was like ndroid reminding himself, like, I'm playing in Samus, I need to play a certain way.
Yeah.
And he's really getting it more and more. Like making a wall of backer, building person, not allow Samus to crouch cancel. And when the person are building, making those strong fair on the wave dashing from Samus. This is one of the weakest moments of Samus actually when she's on the ground. He's on her wave dash. And he catches those really nicely.
Oh, Daydee messed up the first grab I think I saw so far. Having a bad read on him. Not like he missed another grab like before, but he got counter-reacted with needles on that one. And this time he just had a bad read. So maybe it looks like Daydee is falling apart a bit as ndroid is adapting to Daydee's playstyle. So let's see if Daydee again can adjust like everybody else did on stream today to the playstyle of his opponent. Because Daydee isn't playing for too long. I think he calls himself the best dog kid to ever make it. So he isn't playing for too long, and he is not as experienced as ndroid to tell that much.
He's still really experienced in eSports competition. He was a StarCraft 2 player and a really good one.
Very true.
Once again,
that's gonna be a stock.
No, it's not. ndroid always falling into that up tilt. Always like when he's close, making that double jump move. And always getting hit by that up tilt. But the Cloud, man, even though we don't care, it just go on the side platform. Really nice by ndroid. And that's it.
Solid edge hook there by Daydee, closing it out a little bit, closing the distance a little bit, or the gap that is in between ndroid and him in this game. But it looks like ndroid doesn't need much more to finish off Daydee, and he is all over him right now. Daydee is just shielding there on a platform, waiting for ndroid to do something that he can react to. But ndroid just overwhelming him, dude. Ooh, this time not getting caught by the up tilt, and I think still kept it though. Yeah, Daydee is still in this, but it's difficult for him to find anything.
I love how he just make the second hit of the down smash to be safer a bit on shield of ndroid, but even though ndroid put him in the air, and that was it. That was it.
You know how I felt it like about the situation of the last like 30 seconds? I think we both knew, and both of them knew, that Daydee was basically dead. You know, but Daydee was just resilient enough to show ndroid, like, you have to fight for this. You have to make me die right here, right?
Yeah. And what a weird choice, which I can understand actually. Like Final Destination, so normal platform. ndroid won't play with all those platforms, like moving around. All the landing gonna be way easier to for Daydee to catch those. even the needle won't be that of a problem. You can, for instance, like shoot a missile just above, and when she just get up, she will get like the missiles on her face.
Yeah.
But like that, Samus can just, like you see, take his distance, like just space it like basically in an easiest way.
Yep.
I would say.
What I find a little bit awkward for Samus though is like when you want to do your up B out of shield, which is a very, very good counteractive move for Samus. You kind of have to rely on you know, the Sheik DI in a certain way so you don't get punished for it, and especially on Final Destination where there's no platforms to retreat to, it's difficult.
That's why actually there's the two best spots to do some up B. It's at the edge.
Yeah.
If you do that on the center of the stage, definitely gonna get punished. But if you do an up B out of shield at the edge, you can always cancel or just take the edge. And well, taking the edge is maybe not the best way because you can still lose the stage. But even though it's kind of one of the rare spots you can do that.
Yeah. Also, one thing I noticed, especially in this third game of the set, Android looks like he is basically showing Daydee who's boss with just standing there and power shielding all these missiles. He's like, I don't know if Daydee is being like impressed by that and is a little bit nervous right now because Android is basically playing with him, you know, playing it cool and flashy with all those power shields on the missiles. I hope Daydee isn't affected too much by this.
Although the thing is, like, all the aerials... Oh!
Wow, the down smash sweet spot kill that kills off the top.
Such too much great GI for Android, unfortunately. So also one thing is, like, the aerial of Sheik usually beat the one of Samus. You saw, like, Daydee making tons of neutral air, unfortunately does not really reach Android. It's for the best a trade.
Yeah.
Always a trade. But often it's more like Android taking it.
Android again, trying to finish him off with the up B off the top. Trying to, you know, post a sign to Daydee saying like, dude, you got nothing on me. I'm gonna style on you big time.
But I'm really amazed how Daydee crouch cancel each jab that Android goes for. He's really important.
Oh, there we go. Finally he goes for the back air, but yeah, we got still, no, we don't have the Zelda going.
That was funny.
You know, funny thing about the jab, all the jabs that Daydee is crouch cancelling. We saw Triff not doing that against Amsa at all. Like he was barely crouch cancelling those Sheik jabs, and that's something that maybe Triff could learn from Daydee, like how to time your crouch cancels, because for Peach it's as important as it is for Samus.
Definitely, you took a jab, you took a fair. If you don't crouch cancel it at high %, that can be the stock at any moment. So yeah, Daydee is really impressive with this one.
Yeah, definitely.
I love his getting back the center also. When he saw Android jump, he always like makes some cross down.
And yeah, Daydee is really making his counter pick work in the second half of the match. He ever since he got that super wonky edge guard where both got hidden off stage by a very weird trade, Daydee is basically controlling Android.
You see how the fair just hit the neutral air, you see that? And you're making that off the wall! And that fair, that reverse needle just to fall down, facing the bomb jump. I know you're gonna make a second bomb, I'm ready for that. And boom, the slap in the face. My god, Android!
Dude, Android sending another sign to Daydee saying, dude, I'm the crowd favorite right here. Like everybody's cheering for him right now, you know, because he's delivering such flashy melee, and Daydee, you know, I hope he doesn't get too flustered by this, because it's the best of 5 set and it could potentially go to game 5. And by this point, when Android has killed him 3 times with an up B, you know, I don't know how well composed Daydee will be.
Definitely.
Oh, and he missed his first another grab, so I guess it's starting to show.
Yeah, that's the moment where, you know, Android is waiting for that, kind of. You see, he takes his distance, he's waiting for a wave dash front to stop him with a back air or stuff like that, a dash or something, and the point is like just ready. And as he's far, he can react to the grab. If he's too close, he would not be able to, but if he's far,
yeah,
he will be able to.
And yeah, the combo break Nair, that's exactly what we were talking about. The up B, not even the counteractive up B out of shield, but just a recovery move. It gives you your opponent not too much of hit stun, so you can counteract out of it, which is what Android did and what netted him the third game in the series. He is up 2-1, and if Daydee loses this one, he's out at 9th place.
Yeah, man. And by the way, so once, like, Daydee always try to come back on stage like with, not always, but often with a neutral air, and you saw Ndroid just stop those. He stopped those with those fair on the previous stock, and in his last stock just with a back air, if I recall correctly. It was a trade though, but even though that was the end for Daydee because of that, it's really hard for Samus sometimes. When Samus is in the air, she's definitely like just the Sheik toy.
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating a bit, of course, but that's
I
the
see
idea.
you now. I see you.
Now with those kind of platform, Daydee can do some stuff. Like with the homing missiles, he can do stuff to just like stop that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Or at least force some.
Ndroid keeping up his power shields, dude. So that's the thing. The ultimate counter to that Samus missile spam is actually just power shielding. And Ndroid seems to be very, very good at it. He's showing Daydee like all the time his power shield, like how he's able to power shield those missiles. And yeah, it shows that Daydee has trouble keeping up with that.
Okay. Oh, that tiny weight. Like he has to wait for the needles to get through first. Oh, okay. Daydee with the great control, but unfortunately the forward shield close to Ndroid will allow Ndroid to make that shield grab right away.
Now we got the Qui-Gon Jinn situation. Nope, they're actually engaging.
Okay, down throw.
Oh! What a clutch charge shot right there. Getting rid of Ndroid's stock and still being safe there. Double swing, dude.
He's always like throwing this charger when he's at the edge, and when Ndroid is charging his needle or landing with his needle. That's so funny.
Yeah, true.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh,
Daydee in a rough spot right now. Oh my god, he avoided it by jumping. He wasn't too sure if his shield is gonna protect him, because the legs of Samus were unprotected at that point.
Also, like one thing that is really good, like with Sheik, that you can do tons of down tilt to cover the landing of Samus, and be able to punish it right after also. Like, don't do that much, Ndroid, but I feel like he could. But really nice rising neutral air, second one, taking the control, unfortunately too close to make that jump weapon back, missiles allowing Ndroid to find a gap, to push the Samus and to close away the stock.
That is the Ndroid we know and love, the one that is very aggressive, all about the pressure, all about the precision with his aggression, a very, very aggressive Sheik. And yeah, it shows now that Daydee possibly cannot keep up with this.
Like, it's crazy. Ndroid definitely just forced the Samus to be in the air, and then he wait to see an aerial and he punished. Yeah. He's just crazy, man. He just like tried to read the double jump sometimes, but that apart, man.
Oh, what a weird grab right there.
Yeah. And the trade.
Dragon Balls. And now, do we have the Qui-Gon Jinn? The Qui-Gon Jinn situation. Star Wars Episode 1. Shoutouts. Oh, Daydee approaches and gets an up smash to the face.
Yeah, this is a hard situation for Daydee to approach, actually. Like, approaching that way, we just saw like all the aerials of Samus get stopped by Sheik. So aggressing right now is like just falling down on with an aerial. So it's like get the punish right after. Here we are now. We're back. We're back in the game. And the missiles. Oh!
The missile killed, but he shot the charge shot for good measure in case the missile wouldn't have hit.
Yeah, and with all the shields, he was relatively close to probably make something afterwards. Unfortunately, the trade lost his charge shot right away, making a forward match. Unfortunately, on that platform, getting punished. Edge guard situation. Here we have the bomb jump, but Ndroid, knowing, seeing, watching. One bomb, two bomb. Here comes a jump. Boom, the upper. That's it.
Jesus, guys. Yeah, Ndroid definitely dominating. I mean, Daydee is fighting to keep up. But Ndroid, you know, he put on the pressure, and it looks rough for Daydee right now. And this is potentially tournament stock for Daydee. You know, if he loses this, it's over, and he finishes in 9th place, and he doesn't make top 8. He doesn't get all the glory.
I feel like Daydee gets so much trouble to keep Ndroid like on the corner of the stage. He's always like letting some gap and let Ndroid like go back on stage, like always in the center. At that situation, Daydee lost always.
Yeah.
They get trouble. They can't stop ndroid. Look at that. ndroid take back the center like in the blink of an eye, taking the edge guard situation. And maybe not this time. But could that been the stock? Oh boy.
Oh, Daydee all the way up there. I don't think that this tournament winner was actually planned by him, but he kind of caught himself. Oh no! I think the charge shot was like the hitbox.
Oh!
There we go! He finally gets it! He tried it several times in the FD game, and he finishes out the set like this, and he looks like a stone cold killer. Actually, Daydee was more impressed by this than ndroid was, and now he starts smiling finally.
He's like, you do want to boom jump. You do want to boom jump.
Yeah.
Do you want to jump on my bomb? Do you want it?
Oh my god.